Hi guys, this is Ukman Bhattacharya, and in this video, let's look into the position of Venus in every sign and how you will approach your finances rather, the well-being of your family and marriage. Okay, and we'll share some practical advice along with the results of the placement of Venus in each of the 12 signs. Okay, so in Vedic astrology, Venus is associated with love, beauty, material wealth, finances, your luxury, harmony. Venus rules the second sign, Taurus, and the seventh sign, Libra. So it is closely associated with your, marriage and business. It is associated with, mm, it is associated with your family's well-being, your family resources. Okay, so Venus in various signs will give results according to the rulership of these signs. Okay, so let's discuss how you can use the Venus energy in your chart, or rather utilize the Venus energy in your chart for, say, your family's well-being, marriage and financial growth. Okay, so let's start with Venus in Aries, the first sign, Aries. Okay, so Venus here can give a strong drive towards, say you're driven towards your financial goals, and often you take up entrepreneurship as a way of gaining wealth, improving your finances. So business ventures are something that you are interested in. You're often dynamic, okay, and will prefer independent activities, when it comes to growing financially. Okay, so when it comes to the family, Aries being a fire sign, it's a fiery sign. You're very assertive in the matters, in the matters where you have to take care of your family, but there could be a tendency of you being impulsive, towards your family members, and or take impulsive decisions regarding your family's, well-being, and that can like attract a lot of conflicts. So here you need to be extra careful with this placement. The harmony of the harmony in the family life may get affected because of you being impulsive, or your impulsive behavior resulting in conflicts. So when it comes to marriage, okay, so you may see that you're extremely passionate about your partner, and you want a relationship where there is spontaneity. Okay, so there is spontaneous exchange of energies, and you may crave excitement and independence in marriage. So you would like to marry, but you would like to maintain your independence. Okay, so if the two of you are not independent enough, then there are going to be problems in your marriage. Okay, so that can create a lot of challenges, or because you are excited and passionate, can you know can form an extremely passionate, bond with your spouse. Okay, so the advice for you would be, with this placement of Venus, would be to think before taking any risks related to, say, your financial growth, or getting into any business ventures. Don't become impulsive or take impulsive decisions. Plan well, sit, and then execute. Otherwise, your quick decisions may cause a lot of harm in relationships, or in business ventures you may suffer losses. Okay, mm, in marriage again, personal space becomes important for you, but you should always be develop your softer side when it comes to maintaining strong connection with your spouse. Okay, now moving on to Venus in Taurus. Venus in Taurus, so Taurus is ruled by Venus, so Venus is in its own sign, you can say that. Okay, so Taurus is the sign which is associated with our family. It is associated with finances. Okay, luxury. Taurus is associated with stability. It's an earth sign, so it's an excellent position for Venus, and the person is able to accumulate a lot of wealth, okay, especially through say stable investments in the say real estate fields or in luxury items. Okay, so generally these people you will see that they are quite wealthy with Venus in Taurus. Okay, and when it comes to family well-being, again, stable nurturing atmosphere is present in their family environment, and this person will love the comfort and the security that comes with maintaining stable atmosphere in the family. Okay, so again the family atmosphere could be filled with happiness and prosperity. Okay, now when it comes to marriage, again, Taurus being an earth sign, venus will look for Venus in Taurus will look for stability, sensual pleasures also, and loyalty becomes extremely important for them. So they'll always look for uh, loyal partners, and they're mostly you'll see that these people are extremely loyal in relationships. They themselves are extremely loyal. Okay, now there is an extremely strong desire for commitment and security when Venus is present in Taurus. Okay, so advice for these people will be that they should always look for stable relationships, okay, and plan well for long-term ventures for like financial growth, and they can get into the business of luxury items, jewelry, or say they can get into the fields of art. They'll do well there. Okay, and also in the fields of banking and finance with this Venus. Okay, now they should maintain a nurturing atmosphere in the family, and they'll they generally prefer trust, loyalty, and mutual affection in marriage. So until and unless there is affliction to this sign or to this Venus, it's an excellent position for Venus. Now Venus in Gemini, Gemini is the sign associated with siblings, writing. Gemini is associated with communication, our hands, okay, and our efforts. Okay, so Venus being the karak of love, finances, relationships, marriage. In Gemini, these people may do well in the fields of communication, media, marketing, and from there they may gain a lot of wealth. So for financial growth, they should choose fields where they get to communicate a lot, especially in the media fields or marketing fields. They'll excel. These people are quite versatile. They can also do well in any kind of intellectual pursuits, and may gain a lot through such activities. When it comes to the family well-being, they'll prefer an intellectual atmosphere in the family, and they'll involve in intellectual discussions with their family members, and also in humorous discussions. They may prefer having very lively discussions, very intellectually stimulating discussions with their family members, but they may lack sometimes, they may involve themselves into a lot of say unnecessary gossiping behavior may be seen with this Venus. Okay, so they may become a little distracted with when it comes to taking care of their family, and probably prefer a superficial commitment outside family, and they may seem to be emotionally detached at times. So they need to improve on that aspect of their life. So when it comes to marriage, they may again seek communicative or partners who provide mental stimulation. Mm, they require a lot of change. They require a lot of excitement. Okay, they love to engage in short travels with their spouse. Uh, Again, gossiping gossiping becomes a part uh, in the marriage, and though the relationships are going to be lively, but also it may lead to a bit of say an unstable atmosphere. Okay, so these people may be a little wavering, and when it comes to forming relationships, so they can get into multiple relationships before marriage and post marriage also. There are chances that they might have some affairs. Okay, so now Venus in Gemini, the advice would be to use your communication skills, and financial opportunities will come to you through your communication skills, through the use of your hands. Okay, any anything that you may do using your hands, so maybe arts or some kind of painting, or say you become a tennis player or like that. So you may see that the money could be earned from such fields. And when it comes to family matters, you may see that don't get too excited by intellectually stimulating, or don't look for too much of that intellectual stimulation, and maintain balance, maintain focus, maintain stability when it comes to taking care of your family. Okay, and in marriage also you should travel a lot with your partner, communicate. You should choose a partner who can both communicate with you verbally and also has the ability to listen to you or provide stability when it comes to family life. Now Venus in Cancer, Cancer being the fourth sign, and the Cancer is associated with emotions. It is associated with psychic powers, our mental state, um, caring professions, or say fields of real estate or hospitality. Now, Venus being in the sign of Cancer, you may see that when it comes to financial growth, you may choose professions related to involving care, or say you may do well in the real estate industries, in the hospitality industries. Okay, and you may excel as uh, you know a psychic or a psychologist. Okay, so Venus, when in Cancer, you may possess the emotional intelligence to deal with your clients, and that will help you, grow your business, or you may do well in your job circle by being a little caring towards your colleagues. Okay. Now, when it comes to family well-being, this could be another excellent placement. Venus also is a watery planet, so you may be extremely emotional towards your immediate family, and you will always strive to create a safe and nurturing environment, emotionally supportive home environment. uh, make sure that you don't get too emotional and too attached to your family, and find it really difficult to say leave your family, or say become too caring when it comes to the well-being of your family. Now, when it comes to marriage, again, you with Venus in Cancer, you may see that you may seek deep emotional connections. You will always seek a loyal partner, a caring partner. Mm, you will prefer someone who is extremely family oriented. Okay, uh, so family and home become a priority for you. So advice for you would be to build wealth through, say, nurturing businesses or careers that involve caring for others. You may use your psychic powers. You may do well in the real estate industry. So when it comes to taking care of a family, a stable environment is something that you always desire. Okay, and always seek stability in the whenever you are at home. You should not become too emotionally attached with your family, otherwise you'll find it difficult to you know do the practical tasks which are required to be done on a daily basis. Another thing is that when it comes to marriage, you should always ground your emotions. Don't again uh, become too emotional and lose the practical side of it. Okay, so practical side of how to say take care of a relationship. So you'll always require emotional intimacy with Venus in Cancer. Now Venus in Leo is the fifth sign. It's the sign of intelligence. It's the sign of arts, entertainment, government, politics. mm, so with Venus in Leo, Leo is also associated with our children. because it's the fifth sign. Okay? Venus in Leo. So Venus and Leo, can do well in the fashion industry, the entertainment industry, or the creative industries. Venus in Leo may do well in the industries where there is a lot of involvement of self-expression. So wherever these people are able to express themselves on a stage, they'll excel with this placement. Okay. Mm, so wealth may come from leveraging like one's talent or facing the public. So you may become a with this Venus in Leo, you may become a public persona. Okay. Now when it comes to your family matters, you may take a very protective role. Okay, a guiding role in the family. So maybe someone who is very protective when it comes to your family and children, and will be an excellent guide to them. Okay. So fifth sign Leo is also associated with fun, creativity, and warmth, and also large heartedness. So you are quite large hearted when it comes to taking care of your family. You'll love an atmosphere where there is fun, creativity, and warmth. So when it comes to marriage, you may see that you may require a partner who is able to admire you a lot, who puts you on a pedestal, who is loyal, extremely passionate. Okay. And who is able to acknowledge your unique qualities and say create a very joyful atmosphere. Now the advice for Venus in Leo would be um, use your creative skills or leadership skills to excel in life to generate wealth. When it comes to family, you already are a protective individual, and maintain that fun uh, when it comes to uh, the family life. So in marriage, you should always look for a relationship where there is mutual respect and where the couple is able to appreciate each other. Now Venus in Virgo. Virgo is the sixth sign. Okay, sixth sign Virgo is associated with critical thinking. Virgo is associated with passion. Virgo is associated with service. Virgo is also associated with enmity. Okay, jealousy. So Venus in Virgo. Venus in Virgo. When it comes to financial growth, you're someone who will prefer meticulous planning and detail-oriented work when it comes to taking care of your finances, and you'll do well in the service-oriented professions like say accounting or administration or as doctors, healthcare. Okay, so when it comes to the family life, you're very practical when it comes to your family life. So you like to have a practical an atmosphere in the family where there is a lot of practicality, order in the family. Okay, Venus will provide harmony here through careful attention to family needs. But again, you are extremely critical, so you should take care of that side of your personality. Otherwise, you will create a lot of conflicts, in the family. Venus in Virgo seeks a partner in marriage. When it comes to marriage, Venus in Virgo person will seek a very practical, marriage partner who is quite stable, financially successful, and you may choose a partner where you may work together with your partner to, you know, run the family. So the focus is often on improving and refining the relationship. So advice for you would be to be of service to others. It's good to have focus, but you may become extremely practical and a little cold when it comes to dealing with your family members. So don't do that. Uh, Otherwise, you'll not get the proper response from your family members. Okay. Always work on connecting emotionally, so it becomes very difficult for you to form emotional connections. So please work on that side of it. Control any kind of lustful behavior you have. So that is also something that you should do. Always look for a partnership where there is mutual respect and continuous growth. Okay. So now Venus in Libra. Libra being the seventh sign, Libra is associated with entertainment, law, the arts, the diplomatic fields, or Libra is associated with marriage, original sign of marriage. Now, Venus is in its own sign, the second sign ruled by Venus. Okay, so now with Venus in Libra, you'll have this excellent ability to manage finances in, say, in the fields of law, or where there is a requirement of partnerships, or diplomacy, or say the arts and entertainment. So wealth may come from such fields or such activities. Okay, you will do well if you collaborate with others, and get into aesthetic ventures. Okay, now when it comes to maintaining family well-being, Libra will always seek balance and harmony in the family atmosphere, and thus this makes this an excellent placement for Venus, and for the well-being of the family. And you'll always desire to have a very peaceful atmosphere in the peaceful and cooperative atmosphere in the within the family rather. Okay, when it comes to marriage, again you'll crave for partnerships where there is harmony, beauty. Okay, there is a balance between having fun at home and being social with your spouse. But again, it may lead to, you may have a certain kind of fear when it comes to maintaining a stable relationship. So you may always think that there is some kind of conflict that can happen, and that may lead you to be a little skeptic when it comes to forming an emotional bond with your partner. The advice for you would be to collaborate, when it comes to improving your finances. Uh, you may especially do well in the artistic and diplomatic fields. In the field of law also you may excel. Okay, and in family and marriage you should always seek balance and be extremely cooperative. Okay, so that you are able to foster peace and mutual respect. Now, Venus in Scorpio, you may see that firstly I'll explain. So now Venus in Scorpio. Scorpio is the eighth sign associated with life and death, associated with research, deep thinking, uh, extreme emotions. Okay, the dark side, the hidden side, the transformative experiences. So Venus in Scorpio, you may earn wealth through, say, fields of occult sciences, or say any field that deals with the hidden aspects of life, or transformative aspects of life. So you may do well in the fields of research, psychology, or say even in the tech fields or in the scientific fields you may excel. Okay, so when it comes to family well-being, you are an intense individual, so you may look for intense relationships with your family members. You may be extremely passionate. Okay, and there are going to be huge transformative, you know what do you call, say, huge transformations in your family life. So either rags to riches, or riches to rags. That could be a story when it comes to your family. So it's a karmic sign, so there are going to be a lot of karmic energies when Venus is in the sign of Scorpio. A lot of power struggles is created, or say emotional issues may arise, turbulence may be created if you're not able to balance your behavior when it comes to dealing with your family members, or you may have some bad luck. Okay, so Venus in Scorpio, in marriage you may seek someone who's intensely loyal, so you may seek deep emotional connections. But there are going to be issues with possessiveness or jealousy, and you will have to take care of that, so you may become extra jealous. The advice for you would be to invest in, say, deep or transformative financial opportunities. You may get into the fields of research. You may earn through occult sciences, or scientific discoveries. You may earn through uncovering hidden secrets. So you may also do well as a spy, or as a deep no, someone who has deep philosophical thoughts, an actor who has uh, you know a very intense presence on screen. So that could be a possibility with Venus in Scorpio. If you suffer from any kind of you know misfortune when it comes to your family life, then you should heal yourself first. And so if you suffer from issues in your family life, okay, you should always work on healing and transforming any emotional wounds. Okay, now in marriage you should always cultivate trust and control your emotional intensity. Don't be too secretive, be open with your partner. So there are chances that you may have secret affairs, so when Venus is in Scorpio. So be open with your partner and be loyal to your partner. Venus in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is the ninth sign. Sagittarius is associated with education, higher education, publishing, long distance travel, philosophy, religion, law. So Venus in Sagittarius, you may do well as a traveler. So you may earn well as a travel vlogger, or say through traveling, long distance traveling, um, through higher education and publishing business, or studying law and philosophy. You will earn well through exploration and expansion, both intellectual and physical. Okay. Now, when it comes to family well-being, you may see that Sagittarius, Venus in Sagittarius person will look for freedom in the family atmosphere, and you will always look for, you will always value adventure, which may create a lively, open-minded family atmosphere. There could be a tendency to like prioritize personal freedom over family duties, so that could be a negative trait. In marriage, you may seek a partner who is adventurous, who is quite educated intellectually. You'll look for an intellectual connection where you are not too tied up, and you'll never look for a partner who is extremely possessive. Okay, uh, you'll always love your freedom in marriage. Okay, so personal freedom rather. The advice for you would be to gain financially. You should get into any fields which involve travel. Pursue higher education seriously, and if you can participate in any kind of cultural exchange, that will also benefit you. Now, when it comes to family, again, freedom is important, but yes, don't discard your duties. Um, so be more dutiful towards your family. In marriage, personal freedom becomes important for you, but should allow space for individuality while maintaining an emotional connection with your partner. Now, Venus in Capricorn. Capricorn is the sign which is the 10th sign associated with career, public status. Capricorn is associated with discipline. It is the sign which is associated with management, okay, and hard work. A sign which is looking for long term and stable success. Okay, so Venus in Capricorn. If you want to grow financially, you may succeed through disciplined efforts, strategic efforts. You'll do well if you are a businessman, or in the fields of finance, or say management. You may do well. You may do well in any field where you are able to plan long term success. Okay, when it comes to your family, again, Capricorn is a very practical sign, so ambitious sign. So the family atmosphere, uh, y- the preferred family atmosphere for you would be a practical and ambitious family. Okay. mm, Venus in the sign of Capricorn may bring stability to the family, though the individual may focus more on material security than like emotional expression. Okay, so Venus in Capricorn is extremely ambitious and practical, and may always prefer partners who are ambitious. They want their partner and their children to uh, you know acquire high positions in in this society. So marriage for a Venus in Capricorn would be someone, they'll require relationships where there is stability, structure is there, and practicality is there. Okay, they'll always look for a marriage based on mutual goals, shared responsibilities, and respect. So advice for a Venus in Capricorn person would be to focus on building wealth through like hard work and strategic planning. When it comes to the family life, they should develop their emotional side and be emotionally a little nurturing towards their spouse and children. Don't become too ambitious. Balance should always be present. When it comes to marriage, they may look for partners where the goals are aligned, okay, and they both can together take up the responsibilities of the family. Now, Venus in Aquarius. So, Aquarius is the 11th sign and associated with tech fields, you know, anything that is innovative, unconventional. It is associated with humanitarian activities, social causes. So, if a person with Venus in Aquarius wants to earn wealth, they may do well in the industries where they get to innovate and in the tech fields, or say beautifying in the fields where they can beautify gadgets. So they may do well in such industries. Uh, they should involve. They may gain through involving themselves in humanitarian activities, social causes. They'll always do well. They'll financially, if they you know get into forward thinking ventures. Okay, now family well-being. Aquarius always values independence, slight detachment, individuality, and freedom when it comes to family life. So you will always seek a family atmosphere where there is equality, open-mindedness, and will always prefer family members who are very open-minded and intellectually stimulating. Okay, now when it comes to marriage, you may see again they may look for intellectually stimulating partners. Unconventional partnerships could be seen from this position of Venus. They'll always value friendship in marriage. So if there is mutual friendship among you know the couple, then there are high chances the relationship will thrive. Okay, and they'll always prefer freedom also in the relationship, and traditional marital norms may never attract them. Now advice for them would be to invest in, say, cutting edge tech, or say any innovative ventures. They may earn well through humanitarian activities, um, scientific fields, through any social, through social media as well. These people may earn well. When it comes to family, they should always, maintain a balance between individuality and always look to openly communicate with their family members. Sometimes they're not too communicative with their family members, so that could be a problem. When it comes to marriage, again, they'll excel in their marriage if they marry their friend. So if friendship and independence is present, is the theme that the marriage is based on, then they'll have an excellent married life. Now Pisces is the 12th sign. Venus exalts in Pisces. Pisces is the sign of creativity, spirituality, isolation. Uh, Pisces is associated with deep emotions, oceans. So when Venus is in Pisces, these people may do well, may earn wealth through creative pursuits from spiritual fields, or say any kind of humanitarian work from asylums, working in asylums, or say hospitals. They'll become excellent artists or musicians if they choose to be so, and they'll excel as healers with Venus in Pisces. They may also do well in the occult fields, okay, especially if they use their occult power to heal others. Now, when it comes to their family life, there is a lot of empathy in these people, so they are able to nurture the relationships quite well, okay, in the family. So they'll always look for a nurturing atmosphere in the family. and they are generally quite helpful towards their towards all, rather, not just their family members. But there are chances of being over idealizing situations in the family atmosphere, and they may also possess escapism, escapist tendencies, so which may lead to a lot of disappointment. Okay, so don't escape, involve, and take take challenges head on. Okay, that would be the advice for them. In marriage, you may see Venus in Pisces may seek a intuitive connection, a soulmate connection, a deep emotional or a a spiritual bond. So you may see that with this with Venus in Pisces. So when it comes to finances, the advice would be to again pursue artistic fields, or say get into healing fields, or say ocean related fields, or say spirituality, humanitarian work, asylums, or say working in the hospitals. So as doctors also you may excel. Okay. When it comes to family well-being, again, don't idealize too much, don't live in don't create a world of dreams. So you need to develop your practical side so that you can take care of your family well-being. Okay, or maintain rather your family well-being. When it comes to marriage, again, look for partners who are intellectual, who you feel a deep emotional connection with, and don't look for partners who are extremely cold. Okay, so any partner who is extremely cold towards you may bring in a lot of distress. Okay, so I hope that you have liked the video already. Okay, so please use the thumbs up button, and please share the video, and if you are new to the channel, subscribe to the channel, and if you like my work, you can donate using the link in the description box. Okay, and support the channel. Never forget to press the bell icon so that you get the notifications on time. Whenever I post a video, you'll get the notification if you have pressed the bell icon. And take very good care of yourself and your family members, and I just hope that you all become financially independent and prosperous. Jai Shri Krishna, sayonara, tata, bye bye. Have fun, love yourself, love your family.